You want to find real love? It's Calvary.
Amen.
For God so loved, past tense, the world, that He gave His only begotten Son. Whosoever believes in Him shall not perish but have everlasting life. Listen, you want to find the love of God, you got to go to Calvary.
Amen.
God cared enough to solve man's problems, and He took it all upon Himself. He said, I will take on a robe of flesh. I will go down and solve man's problem. I will become what they need.
Amen.
To prove God's love for mankind is that He took flesh upon Himself to become the sacrifice and allow the world to kick Him and spit on Him and rail on Him and blaspheme Him, and allowed them to rip His flesh to pieces and allowed the devil to get Him to cheer, away with this man, away with this man. And He loved him, and He hid not His face from shame and spitting. Oh, man. And John 18:18 said it was cold. And they stripped Him naked. It was cold. How cold was it? It was cold enough to Peter had to warm himself at a fire. And here's a man who was stripped naked and beaten and smitten and spit upon. And he's hanging there. And he's bleeding. And he's freezing. Goose pimples probably all over him. He's shivering probably. With lips probably split, cut, eyes swelled shut from being punched. Thorns in his head, blood rolling down his face with snot. Hanging there. Beard ripped off his face, plucked out. Naked. Joints loose. The Bible said his joints were loose in Psalm 22. Hanging there is a shame. He said, go to hell. He said, I am. He said, I'm going to hell for you. So you don't have to go there. What's real love? It's not in the motel room. It's not in the back seat of a car. It's not down at some spa. Real love's at Calvary.
Amen.
He said, no greater love hath this than a man lay down his life for a friend.